Holmgren contested 9 Lakers shots. They made one, 11.1%. Game 1, Oklahoma City, Lakers versus Thunder. OKC wins 108-90. The Thunder lead the series 1-0. Chris Mannix wrote a defensive masterpiece column the morning after Game 1. He gave the credit to the team. The chalkboard disagrees. OKC did not trap LeBron. OKC did not double Reaves. OKC did not blitz the pick and roll. OKC pointed every Laker drive at Chet Holmgren and let him decide. 9 drives, 1 make, 11.1% at the rim. That is not a defensive system, that is a deterrent with a scheme around him. Let's start with what OKC actually ran. Standard deep drop coverage. Holmgren plays 5 to 7 feet below the level of the screen on every Lakers high pick and roll. The on-ball defender goes over the top. The roll man stays unguarded for half a second. That half second is the bait. The Lakers offense reads it the way every offense reads deep drop. The screen sets up high, the big drops back, the lane looks open from 22 feet. The ball handler attacks the cup. That is the dare. Drop coverage is a contract. The defense says, here is a mid-range pull-up and here is a drive at the rim. You pick. The conventional reading of Game 1 says the Lakers picked wrong. They drove every time. They forced the issue at the rim. They should have pulled up more. If they had taken the mid-range instead, the line reads different. That is the steel man the morning columns wrote. The chalkboard says that reading is incomplete. The Lakers did not pick wrong. The Lakers picked the highest percentage shot in basketball. At the rim, against a generic NBA big, the league converts around 65%. That is the math. LeBron drove, Reaves drove, Luka drove. Every basketball coach in the league would have called the same play. The Lakers did not have a bad shooting night. They had a normal shooting night against the wrong scheme. The drive choices made themselves the moment the screen got set. The drop scheme is not the dare. The drop scheme is the funnel. And the Lakers did not see what was at the end of it. Here is what the Lakers found at the end of the funnel. Chet Holmgren, 7 feet 1 inch tall, 7 foot 6 wingspan, 9 foot 5 standing reach. He plays the deep drop with one rule. Go straight up at the rim, both hands. Vertical only, never bite the pump fake, never reach. That is the contest cone. The Lakers got 9 shots at the rim against Holmgren in Game 1. League-wide attempts that close convert around 65%. The Lakers shot 11.1%. 1 make, 8 misses. That gap is not luck. That is geometry. A 9'5" wall waits at the rim with no foul call available. The Lakers guard arrives, finds the wall, and has to invent a shot mid-air. Inventing shots at the rim is how a 65% zone becomes an 11% zone. Holmgren finished with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. 3 blocks is the visible part. The visible part shows up in the box score. The other 6 contests are not in the block column. They show up as forced floaters, as kickouts that died on the shot clock, as fadeaways the shooter never wanted to take. That is the contest radius. It is wider than the box score. This is not what Rudy Gobert does. Gobert sits at the rim. He gives up the perimeter. This is not what Brook Lopez does. Lopez plays drop, but he cannot switch onto the high screen. Holmgren plays the drop and switches the high screen and keeps the contest cone vertical the whole way. 1 defender, 3 skills, 5-0 in the playoffs. The chalkboard does not see 1 player. The chalkboard sees the only player this scheme works around. OKC's deep drop has a known counter. Every offense in the league knows it. Kick out to the corner 3. When the deterrent eats the drive, the ball handler dumps to the strong side corner. The corner shooter catches a clean look. The defense pays the toll. That is the trade. Drop coverage seeds the corner 3 on every closeout late possession. That is the textbook. OKC closed the textbook. The weak side wing, the corner shooter's defender on the help side, does not rotate to the rim. He stays at home. He contests the kickout flat-footed. He recovers to the closest body. The drop scheme is paired with a no-help rule on the weak side. Watch what happens to the Lakers' three-point shooting in Game 1, 33% from deep, below their season average. Every kickout arrived at a contested catch. The The shot clock was already winding down. The release was rushed. That is the transformation. 2 zones, same scheme. At the rim, with Holmgren waiting, the Lakers shot 1 of 9, 11.1%. At the line, with the weak side rotator staying home, the Lakers shot 33% from 3. When the lever is on, both zones close. When the deterrent works, the kickout works. When the kickout is contested, the deterrent works harder because the ball handler has nowhere to dump it. The 2 layers feed each other. The Lakers' offense is built on the pick-and-roll tree. The pick-and-roll tree is built on having 2 answers when the drop coverage commits. OKC removed both answers in the same scheme. The drive dies in Holmgren's cone. The kickout dies in the closeout. There was no third option. So here is the question. Was Game 1 a Lakers shooting variance lottery, or was it the design of a deep drop scheme built around 1 player? The honest steelman sounds like this. 11.1% at the rim regresses to 60% the next game. Holmgren cannot contest 9 shots across a 7-game series. Foul trouble, fatigue, scouting adjustments. By Game 4, the Lakers will get layups and the series will tighten. The Mannix masterpiece column was a 1-game artifact. On its own terms, it is reasonable. The problem is that the 11.1% is not a shooting night. It is the geometry of the contest. Holmgren did not foul. The verticality rule keeps him out of foul trouble across long minutes. The Lakers cannot scheme around him without abandoning the pick-and-roll tree. Abandoning the pick-and-roll tree means abandoning LeBron's bread-and-butter action. This deep into his career, that is not on the table. The Mannix column missed not because it praised OKC, it missed because it praised the wrong layer. The masterpiece is not the team, the masterpiece is the player and the scheme that points everything at him. So here is the verdict. 3 layers, 1 defender. Layer 1, deep drop coverage. Every drive ends at Holmgren's chest. Pre-decided. Layer 2, vertical contest radius. A 9'5" wall, both hands up, no foul. The rim disappears. Layer 3, weak side no help closeout. The corner 3 counter is already covered. No release valve. 3 coverages, 1 player, 5-0. The Lakers got 9 cracks at the rim and made 1. The chalkboard does not call that a masterpiece. The chalkboard calls that a deterrent scheme working exactly as drawn. Game 2 is in Oklahoma City. The Lakers have 48 hours to find a shot the deep drop does not give them. 48 hours to invent the answer their offense was not built to carry. The chalkboard is already waiting. Next episode of Chalk Tactics, we go inside the Boston-Philadelphia series and ask whether the Celtics actually solved the rookie they could not solve in Game 2, or whether the chalkboard is about to flip a 3rd time. Until then,